Hello, ISCP fans. Welcome to your Harvest Grand Prix preview, or aka the Pumpkin Spice Grand Prix. Yeah, that sounds good. Hello, Frank. So what, like Frank's audio just died magically? As soon as I hit record, Frank's mic stops working. I can't hear Frank at all now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming people can hear me. I This is really weird. I have no idea. As soon as I hit go live, I can't hear Frank at all. Is this StreamYard glitch or something? It's the only thing I can think of. Nothing.
Like, I have all the settings right. I don't know what else to tell. I don't know what to say. I don't.
Hey, there we go. Now just switch a browser and all of a sudden it works.
What browser were you in? I'm curious.
I was in Firefox and now I'm in Chrome.
And you know what's funny is we can't be in Chrome when we go through Phoenix's rig, and we use StreamYard.
Oh, hey, now Greg can hear stuff. Yay.
Went through the same problem before. The second we went through the same problem before the second time we ever used StreamYard doing the Twilight Zone review, and Phoenix had to download some weird browser. It wasn't Chrome. They told me to do it, and I just said, "Yeah, I did it," but I didn't, and then it worked. So then they sent like this whole big long email to StreamYard saying that Chrome doesn't work with them, but it obviously does.
It was so weird because we were talking to each other right up until I hit the go live button. And as soon as I hit that go live button, all the audio died. And I could tell when I went into my settings, it shows like normally it shows like your audio in and your audio out. It only showed the audio in. It showed nothing about it, like my speakers and where the audio out was going. So I'm assuming something with that crashed and whatever.
Yeah,
We're
whatever.
here now. We're here now. I'm over here now.
First I'm over there, then I'm over there.
Oh. But yes, we got the Harvest Grand Prix here. Pumpkin Spice Grand Prix or something like that.
I hate the smell of that stuff.
Yeah, I've
I hate pumpkin spice.
resisted getting any pumpkin spice this year.
No,
I don't like pumpkin anything.
Now, like the coffee shop here in town, like I go to a lot. Like they got a good maple bourbon latte that I like.
so you get drunk with pumpkins?
No, there's no alcohol in it. No, if I want some weekend coffee, I got plenty of Baileys.
Ugh.
What do you mean?
Bailey's. It's like
The best. It's the only creamer I like in my coffee. Otherwise, straight black.
Oh, you mean like the regular Bailey's, not like Bailey's, like alcoholic Bailey's.
Alcoholic Baileys, yes.
Oh,
Go to
that's
Costco and you can buy a half gallon of the Kirkland brand Irish cream liqueur, and it is, you can't even taste the difference. It is really good.
yeah, because straight up that's nasty.
And I got to drink it with coffee. It's Irish cream liqueur. It's meant for your coffee. Also, Irish car bombs. Oh, now you're really whetting my appetite.
Not mine.
I know, Frank, you can't drink, but Missy can't drink either. So at least
She was, and it's a shame because she was on a fast track to being a wino before
I was experimenting with different wines.
Well, then you need to go out to like Laguna Seca or something where you can get out near wine country. Too bad they don't race at Sonoma anymore because that is wine country.
I was gonna say Sonoma and Laguna Seca are really not close to each other.
No, I mean they kind of are, but they're not.
No,
Like I would.
It's like a 6-hour drive.
When I went to Laguna last year, we were staying in just outside of San Jose.
Yep,
it's still a decent ways.
It's like a 2.5-hour drive just to Santa Fe or San Jose from San Francisco, and wine country's above San Francisco.
Yeah. Do you know the way to San Jose?
California is huge.
It is. California is very large.
Anyway,
I hope to go back in 2021, which is actually one of the news stories that we'll get to later.
I got to see this list because was Robin Miller right?
Wait, where are we starting? We went from the Harvest Grand Prix to next year's schedule.
Well, we'll start with the Harvest here, which is good with me because they had practice and qualifying stuff for race number 1 today.
It's qualifying over.
Yes, qualifying was at 6:20, so about 3 hours ago they did qualifying. The practice in the morning was pretty smooth, no incidents. Alex Palou was fastest, which is good. Then they got into qualifying, the normal doubleheader qualifying where they just split the field in half, no knockout qualifying. Your first group went out and ended up with a red flag when Takuma Sato, they came in for the red tires to switch halfway through, and Sato on his outlap spun it in turn 3 and ended up getting stuck in the gravel. So and that was only about 4 minutes or so left in the session. It never went green again. So nobody got to go out on red tires and put in laps.
So is that how Newgarden got it?
Well, that's how Newgarden got the first group. One of the first groups because he was fastest there on the blacks. Right. And but that meant that the second group, if they didn't have any issues, they were guaranteed to be the pole sitter because they would get to use red tires, and it's significantly faster.
Yeah, but for only like exactly. And
about a
then,
whole
like,
second faster,
at least.
which then allowed dun da da da. We're going to hit that.
Didn't Renus VK
Mhm.
get pole?
Yes.
He did.
Good for Renus.
No, come on. Hey, there we go. Yes, Renus VK.
And then Newgarden.
Garden will start on the inside row, and both guys got a bonus point for winning their respective group, which is good for Newgarden because
Mhm.
he needs every point he can in the championship. But then you look down here, Scott Dixon
Oh.
starting 12th.
Wow.
Would have been 14th if it wasn't for Sato, who was sitting in 6th, who caused a red flag and lost his 2 laps, pushing him.
I'm guessing Pato was part of that group.
Pato would have been in the first group. Yep.
Yep.
He was 5th in that group.
Because there's no way I will ever see again that Chilton was a second faster. Yeah, right. And there's Bourdais in the second group, really putting down screamers.
Yeah, well, look who's starting 5th.
Who cares? So what? He was starting.
Reigning Indy 500 pole winner.
Oh yeah, because that means a lot. He didn't. Marco Andretti didn't even cross the finish line.
I mean, he was barely even 2/200ths of a second slower than Renus.
Yeah, but do you realize like still Marco Andretti has still yet to I don't know lead like a lap at like Indy. Maybe he has once or twice, but
He's led in the 500 plenty of times.
Yes, he has.
yeah, but I mean you're starting P1, and by the time you get to start the first lap, you're not even in first place anymore. God, what a terrible jump he got.
Yeah, it happens.
Let's see. Well, Elio's back.
Yep, Elio is back. He's
I was
filling
a
in
little
for the
surprised.
sadly recovering Oliver Askew, who is suffering from post-concussion symptoms from his incident.
I mean, I respect him for keeping it to himself.
Yeah, it's safety first and foremost.
Yeah, I mean, I lived that life for about I don't know, a couple months, and it cost me a college scholarship. So, listen up, everybody. If you're hurt, go to the doctor as soon as possible. The longer you wait, the worse it's going to get. You know, if I would have my shoulder surgery junior year and not senior, I would still have my college scholarship. But instead, I'm an electrician.
Well, and the other name, or it's interesting name on this list, a little bit higher up, Sebastian Bourdais.
Wait, is that the number 14?
14, yes. He's
Wait,
replaced
okay.
Dalton Kellett for the remainder of the season. Well, not really, actually, because Dalton Kellett's still out there in the 41.
I was going to say, no, he didn't. He's still there.
Yeah, no, I got confused there. He is filling in for Charlie Kimball. No, Charlie's in there. So, yeah, third car for AJ Foyt for the remainder of the season.
I thought he was replacing TK.
Well, TK was only on the ovals.
Yeah.
And so there wasn't really anybody in the 14 on road courses because you have the 4 of Charlie Kimball and the 41 of Dalton Kellett. And the 14 was.
Oh, yeah. So AJ Foyt has
and,
3 cars. Oh, so
Jacob Foyt's got 3 cars now for the rest of the season with
because
Sebastian Bourdais. So
yeah.
I know at least one Champ Car Series owner, Mark Plord, who is so happy that his number one driver on Mark Plord Racing's driver stable is Sebastian Bourdais. Seabass.
Who?
Isn't he back next year for a full season?
Yes. Oh yeah, and he's back full. Yeah, all next year as well.
Sorry,
How?
I'm behind on
How?
IndyCar news.
What has he done that says, you know, we really need to we really need to have this guy here for another year?
He's Sebastian Bourdais. He's one of the all-time greats.
winning a title from Champ Car does not qualify you as winning a championship in anything.
But yes, Greg here. Good job, Mark Plord. You 8-time IndyCar champion. Fun fact, I have met Mark Plord in person.
Ooh.
Long Beach, a couple of years ago. I, of course, saw him on pit lane hanging out behind Sebastian Bourdais' pit stall. I was just walking down pit lane and I saw him and I was like, I'm like, that looks a lot like Mark Plord. And after doing a double take coming back, I just said, "Hey, are you Mark?" And he said yes. And I was like, "All right, yep, it is."
And then
he was there with his dad, and he was all decked out in his Sebastian Bourdais gear.
And then you got down on your knees because you dropped your pen and picked it back up and goes in.
It was one of the funniest, one of the best moments I've had in at a racetrack.
Can you ask him who the hell Mark Plord is?
I honestly don't know, to tell you the truth. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Can you ask him who he is, please?
Okay. Jared, who is Mark Plord?
I hope those.
Who are you talking about?
Please hold.
No one knows who that is. What was he, a Champ Car phenom?
I don't know anything about Champ Car.
Is there such a thing? Okay, Champ Car missed. It went IRL and Champ Car when they split. IRL,
yeah, I got that.
Yeah. Well, but IRL was all the great drivers, and Champ Car was the junk. Okay, that's why Bourdais,
even this year. See, Mark Plord Racing swept the Road America weekend. They won both race number 1 and 2 in the doubleheader. See, you've never heard of Mark Plord Racing? Oh yeah. Let's see who their drivers are. Their drivers this season are Scott Dixon, Felix Rosenquist, Santino Ferrucci,
who,
James Hinchcliffe,
who,
and Alex Palou. Oh, Jack Hartwell. This guy's got, man. This guy's. Oh, he's even got. Oh, he's expanded into trucks.
Mark Plord Racing.
Ooh.
This guy owns a racing team. See, can't you see?
Is this
Here you go. Here's your team owner right here.
Is this a-hole, really? This guy that actually said he was an owner, like an owner, like he faked like he was an owner or something like
that? No, technically he was an owner, because after Champ Car filed for bankruptcy, there was a bankruptcy auction and liquidation, and he was the winning bidder of all of basically the name, the rights to the Champ Car world, like the Champ Car series, all their logos and stuff like that. So by the actual Champ Car web domain and stuff like that.
Right. That's what I mean. Like he bought things that nobody needed anymore because
he bought them in the bankruptcy auction.
Yeah, and they're worthless.
And went on to create like a fantasy land. Like Justin Wilson was one of his drivers, and I actually asked Justin about it at the Indy 500 Media Day.
What did he say?
Last year he was alive. I asked him what it was like being running second in the championship for Mark Plord.
And
he just laughed off.
He went, I don't know who that is.
I'm totally confused.
Yeah.
Because Justin's nice enough just to laugh and walk away if he doesn't really know what to say.
Oh yeah, I knew he had no idea what it was, but
yeah, and that
was very funny because this guy just kind of created his own little fantasy land of
He's fat and rich and has enough money just to buy copyright to logos that will never exist again.
Yeah, or according to Greg here, he hacked the site before.
I don't know, Greg. If he had the money and the backing to have a racing team in the first place, I think he has enough money to buy copyrights to. What was it like?
Well, yeah, because he also bought he bought fire suits and stuff like that, which is how he was able to take the photos like of him.
You know, I can buy cop uniforms and be a cop if I wanted to. It doesn't mean I'm a cop.
Well, let's see. Let's see how they're doing in the stand. Oh, that's last year's
Oh, I don't care.
standings.
I
But
don't care. This is stupid. If I ever meet this guy on pit lane and everything, I'm going to trash him. I will trash him until security tells me to leave. A whole lot of the C word will come out. How much of a C word he is.
he's got a racing shop and corporate headquarters.
I know, with no one working in it. Shocking, since it's fake.
One of the finest race shop
I can
facilities
go
of
out
its type in
there.
the world of motor sports.
Misty, I finally figured out what I'm going to do with that room. Turn it into a jail. I'm going to take pictures of the jail. Look, I'm a cop and I got a jail. But that still doesn't make me a cop with a jail. Like, no one's in the jail because I'm not a freaking cop. Look, it's a fake car.
Do you have handcuffs?
Oh yeah, but you lost the key to him, remember? Yeah. Look at that awful looking champ car. Ugh.
Okay, we're going off topic here. I don't care about this, whatever he did, bought whatever copyright says something that doesn't exist. Moving on. The Harvest Grand Prix. Are we still on this?
Yes, we are.
Ryan
So it's a
Speedway
big
is the race one,
congratulations to Renus VK.
which is tomorrow at 3:30. You freaking losers! Really?
I don't know. It's 3:30 on a Friday on the USA Network.
What?
Yeah, it's the best part. It's on the USA Network.
It's on at 3.
3:30.
Thanks for the essential workers.
Hey, I'll be able to watch it and then go north right as you're leaving to go home.
I actually took the day off work because my hope was to actually be able to go to the track. Instead, I get to go to the track.
Yeah, I thought they were letting fans in this time.
They are.
Yeah.
So you couldn't get in what? But
I could have went down as a fan. Yeah.
What happened with the media?
I don't know. I was not approved.
Wow.
So
I don't even want to talk about that.
it's all good. I get to. I'm still gonna. It's not like I'm not gonna do. We're not gonna be streaming tomorrow. At least I'll be streaming tomorrow. Possibly Frank if he's awake.
I wasn't approved one time to barber after like what through 2 or 3 years going there, and I was like, no.
I've applied everywhere I tried to go, and I've only been approved once. Hopefully, I'll get one last approval for the end of the year, which I actually have a good feeling about it.
The end of the year, what at St. Pete? When's that due till?
October 25th.
No, that's the race. When is the?
The application date? I don't know. You'd have to go to the website and see.
Yeah, because I don't know if I'm going to go down there because my mom lives there. So anyway, I'll let you. What? What'd you say?
No, go ahead.
No, you said something. Why don't you say it in the microphone?
Either way, the whole point of all this is Renus BK.
Yes.
Got his first career IndyCar pole. How awesome was that? To see the smile on his face, one step closer to that first career IndyCar victory, which you feel like is due any day.
Yeah, he's made enough rookie mistakes to to cash in. I mean, heck, Herta was able to do it real quick.
Yeah, it didn't take Herta long to get some wins under his belt. Once you get that first one, the second one just seems to come pretty easy. Unless you're
both of Herta's wins was just sheer luck.
Well, the first one was, but
yeah, I know, like by a lap or two. Lucky.
Yeah,
very, very lucky.
Well, he also benefited from Will Power's engine blowing.
That's why he was lucky. That's what made him lucky.
Actually, I don't think it was his engine blowing. Just his gearbox seized up because he couldn't get off pit lane.
I forget what exactly it was, but it was always something.
It was a gearbox issue. Remember,
it was something. That's all I know.
He couldn't put the car in gear.
Yeah, and he still had a chance to get out there to beat him, but whatever. What was he like? 20?
It happens.
Ahead?
But yeah, it'll be good to see Renus get a good shot at his first IndyCar victory tomorrow.
I think
we'll also have qualifying again I just had pulled up when the qualifying was for that because I believe it's
Saturday morning sometime
I think the qualifying
before
is
the race.
in the morning for it. Yeah, 10:20 in the morning Saturday for a 2:30 race. That race is on NBC regular broadcast, where it should be.
What you mean, like NBC
Over the air.
Sport, NBC
NBC
Sports Net, or
broadcast.
the Sports Net, or just the
No, regular NBC. Like if you put an antenna on your house, you would get NBC.
Got it.
Yes. NBC broadcast.
So let me get it. So that's awesome. So we'll be on ABC tomorrow and NBC.
Or USA tomorrow.
Oh, USA. Yeah. Monk used to be on USA. That's not that
Yes, it's stuffed in between reruns of Law and Order SVU and NCIS will be an IndyCar race.
I can't watch that one, Law and Order. It's just so SVU. I can't do it. Too much rape.
We're not even going to go down that path.
I'm just saying, I can't do it.
Not even going to go down there. But it'll be good to see. Good race tomorrow. Scott Dixon, like I said, starting pretty deep in the pack or halfway in the pack there. So we'll see how much he can gain when Newgarden's starting second there.
Hope he gets
Wouldn't
taken.
be surprised to see.
Now,
I would expect Zandvoort to be on the IndyCar schedule if Renus starts winning races.
Yeah, right. I would love to see it. Zandvoort's. I don't know. I can't even picture it at the moment, but I know it does exist.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. If Renus wins, when he wins, somebody will be getting a pair of custom wooden shoes to celebrate their first IndyCar victory.
And that's not racist at all.
Yeah.
What you mean the wooden clogs?
Like actual legitimate wooden shoes imported from the Netherlands.
Clogs.
Customized
Wooden
to celebrate his first IndyCar victory. Let's just say I know some people.
Either that or a cuckoo clock.
But that's German.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Are they
Trust
just
me,
known?
we sold them too. I know. German Forest.
What?
It's come from Germany.
Cuckoo clocks?
Well, the at least the expensive ones that we sold came from Germany.
Why do you keep saying we?
Oh, a company I used to work for in Holland, Michigan.
Like
it's a Dutch place. They sell wooden shoes and Dutch pottery, Delftware, stuff like that.
Okay, fair enough.
So I know a thing or two about Dutch stuff, which is why I tried when I'm trying to talk to Renus using his real name, Renus van Kalmthout.
Who?
Renus van Kalmthout.
Wow.
Something like that is how you. I'm trying to practice actual pronunciation of his name.
Yeah, there's a reason it's VK. It's
I know it is, but it's.
I find it hysterical when they actually spell out Veekay.
I know.
It's like that's not even close. That's not his last name. VK is abbreviations because nobody can say that.
Right. It's a short. It's actually. It's just
like the
letter V, letter K.
Yeah. It's like. Yeah, it's almost like.
But then you can't put just VK on your car. You got to write out VK, VEEK.
Or how about stop treating us like we're ignorant peasants and actually tell us your real name and say it, and we'll remember it.
I don't know, man. Ellis Island, they like to change a lot of names.
I know. Both of mine are cut right in half. I have no idea what my Italian last names really are.
Lincoln Scheisen.
Don't do that. Yes, my last name's Linker. It's always been Linker. I didn't go through Ellis Island, dummy. I'm talking about my Italian.
Somebody did if your name got cut.
No, my family's been here since 1775. So
sure.
I'm serious.
That's what they all say.
I'm serious. My great grandfather was, captured by George Washington at Fort Trenton.
Sure.
I'm serious. You can Google it if you'd like. That they're the list of every Hessian that was taken prisoner from Fort Trenton's right there, and there's my grandfather.
Oh yeah, there was one other name that was kind of far down in the list that we here we go. That we kind of missed here would be James Hinchcliffe
Oh yeah.
in the number 26 car.
Now what happened with Beach had nothing to do with an injury. It was all about money.
So
no.
it was basically, from what I understood, Michael Andretti gave the Gainbridge guys an ultimatum. Said that if they wanted to continue with Andretti next year, Veach had to be out then and there.
Really?
If
Why?
they kept Veach on for the rest of the year, is fine, because Veach wasn't coming back, and I guess Gainbridge would have to take their money to another team. But they like Andretti so much that they were willing to cut ties with Veach and bring in Hinchcliffe.
Didn't Veach bring Gainbridge to
Yes,
him?
he did.
Wow. See,
I know Veach is nothing but a class act, and one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Publicly, yeah. Him being a nice guy is saying, if I'm not going to race next year, then I'm not going to race the rest of the year. So Andretti can find, the driver they need for next year or whatever.
Yeah.
Or something was said like that, and that's BS. Someone made him say that, but that's so PR crap that I guarantee you, if you got Veach's true opinion, I know it is.
I can guarantee you, Veach off the record, he's not happy about it.
Who would? I brought you millions.
I mean, they're the title sponsor of the Indy 500.
For reals.
So they're a new major player in the IndyCar world. But also, on the other side, it's a what have you done for me ever?
That is true.
And you can't, if there's one thing you cannot say, is that Veach didn't have a shot. And nothing came of it. And it happens. Not every driver is cut out for the big leagues.
Yeah, I mean, there has been times where I've seen Veach do questionable things, and I just went, but he's such a nice guy. But nice guy gets you. Don't do that.
I know, I'm fixing it.
Okay, thank you. I hate that. No, but yeah, when Veach, I mean, he's caused a few things, done a few things, and I just kind of like brushed it off. Like, well, no one's perfect. I mean, the kid's that nice. I don't know. I just give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's just happened too many times, and we don't know what happens behind the scenes anyway. I mean, and plus, like, we don't see everything that Veach does every race.
Right.
Andretti does. They have the telemetry. He could just, I don't know.
He doesn't win.
Doesn't even come close to it. Has he? How many podiums does he have? 2 tops. If I had to guess, I don't ever remember seeing him on one.
I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever podiumed. I don't think he's never gotten a pole.
No, definitely not a pole.
So yeah,
he has.
It's had to happen at least once. Probably
a career 3 top 5s and 9 top 10s.
Top 5's on a podium though.
Right. It does. Yeah, there are no stats for podiums, but he has 3 top 5s in 47 races,
which is better than Marco's last 47 races. But Marco's not going.
Yeah, well, Marco owns part of his car, so he's not going anywhere.
It's about the only way he was able to, yeah, exactly.
Well, we can move past this. Marco's never going anywhere until he retires, so we just accept it and go on.
Yeah.
So now we can move into the other topic of the day.
which is this schedule.
This schedule for next year.
Okay, so David Land went over this yesterday, and it looks about
You went over this yesterday before it was released? Because this
Yeah.
just came out today.
Robin Miller released it yesterday on Racer. And
Well, Robin Miller released like what he believed the like all the races to be.
Right.
He didn't have
and
specific.
and what I did is I screen capped what David Land posted on YouTube, and I screen capped it because I wanted to compare what really it was, right? Because if it's not on motorsport, it doesn't exist. It's not true. That's why I look at it. Racer can post anything they want. It doesn't mean it is true unless I see it on Racer. So let's see. St. Peter's. Okay, so this is the beginning of Robin Miller's Racer magazine article. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So St. Pete, yes. Barber, yep. Long Beach. No, there it is. I'm sorry. Right, double on.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I know. I don't know why I went because I thought Barber for some reason. Never mind. I'm blind. So yeah, so St. Pete, Barber, Long Beach, no doubleheaders. Okay, Texas doubleheader. Yes, he got that right too. And then IMS Road Course, got that. And then next one, let's see, Indy 500, got it. Detroit doubleheader, got it. And then Road America, Mid Ohio. What are you killing me?
There we go. Sorry.
That's much better, actually. Thank you.
And my thing stopped like.
Yeah, no, I like the left better. Good call, Jared. Okay, so yeah, Mid Ohio, Toronto, then Nashville, then Nashville, then it's got IMS Road Course again.
Will be the NASCAR doubleheader weekend.
Oh, looking forward to that.
Actually, it'll be a cup race on the road course, so there will be no oval that weekend. That's all road course between NASCAR and IndyCar.
Yep.
Something NASCAR is actually taking a positive turn for the better. That they've added Road America for Cup next year, Indy Road Course. Like they've realized that they need more road courses because ovals suck.
No, they realize that they need to jump on the back of IndyCar's coattails.
Actually,
they're dying.
You realize that the road courses draw in crowds, draw in a viewership because it's more exciting than an oval.
No, they're doing it during a weekend with IndyCar.
Yeah, but not Road America. That's their own weekend. The only time IndyCar and NASCAR is on the same weekend is that one weekend at IMS on the road course.
Which NASCAR pushed for, not IndyCar, and that tells you everything.
And that's fine.
I don't care. I'm not going to go there for it.
They realize,
Yeah, I won't be there for it, but okay. My point being is, then after that, and then it was Gateway, and then Portland and Laguna Seca.
So exactly the same schedule as what Robin Miller released.
So Robin, so that's 2 times now I can think of definitively that Robin Miller released something way before it was announced, and he was right.
Well, a day before, but okay, way before, whatever.
It's news. I mean, I don't care if you predicted it an hour before it comes out. I mean, he was right.
Okay? Let's just say Robin Miller knows people.
He's Robin Miller. I mean, I didn't really question much.
Robin Miller still gets the moment of the year in the media. Absolutely.
For what?
We were on a Zoom press conference call like couple months.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and like by default, everybody's muted. And well, he didn't like that idea, so he unmuted himself. And while the driver was like answering questions, you could hear Rob Miller talking in the background. So Arnie muted him again. And this time, Robin took exception to being muted by Arnie, unmuted himself, and then said, "The blanking moderator keeps muting me." Very loud, over top of the driver that was responding to another person's question. And for everybody on the media call to hear it. And there was not a dry eye of teary laughter from everybody on that call, and it was the best moment of the year because it was Robin Miller's very first Zoom call, and it went about as you would expect it would.
Was Wolfgang part of the Zoom call?
No, that would have been the only better thing is to hear Wolfgang on a Zoom. Excuse me, I have 2 questions. You know
That would go
that
forever.
there would be people that were in the media center that would riot, that would be throwing chairs if they had to sit in the media center on a Zoom call just to hear I have 2 questions.
I remember, like, it was what was it? The one race they even said, Wolfgang, we can only accept 1 question per person. All right, so no. Remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're laughing. I went ha like that, like real loud.
And then it became I have 3 questions.
Yeah. It's funny.
Because we only gave him 1 another time. He had to get 3 the next time.
Oh God. And his questions are long. And if his questions are like he answers his own question when he asks.
I know it's hilarious, and I love
I don't
it.
know what to say to that.
So
I
good.
agree with you, I guess.
And another COVID casualty.
What?
He's alive. He's alive. He's fine. I meant like him being able to come to the track and us all be able to go see him and like all of that.
I was gonna say, like,
That's another COVID casualty.
I was gonna say Jared.
Not him. Wolfgang's doing great. Love Wolfgang.
He's not. Yeah, Wolfgang has not died of COVID, so yes,
No,
that did not happen.
No, but the comedy of Wolfgang.
Yeah, Missy, go on.
So there's only 3 ovals.
Correct. But one of them's a doubleheader.
Still the same oval. Doesn't matter.
I know.
3.
But
ovals.
there's one oval that's missing, and that's basically a sign
Iowa.
that it will never be back, and that just
Iowa.
makes me want to cry.
What, Iowa?
Yeah, because I love Iowa.
A lot of good memories from Iowa. Yep. Now, I mean, doing the whole, ride around at Indy, the road course was cool. I'll give it that. But doing 140, 150 in a Camaro at Iowa was pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, just the banking. You're like, how's this car stay up?
I mean, yeah, because I'm slammed up against the freaking door the whole time. and that backstretch, it's deceiving how much banking is on the backstretch, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Anyway, so
there's only 3 ovals. I got a problem with that.
Well, yeah, because Richmond's not there, and we never got to go to Richmond at all, did we?
Nope. And there's also one other track that was missing from that list.
Go back.
Yeah.
One
other track that's missing from that list that has existed in the past.
Why is it not jumping out at me then?
I mean, it's pretty early on in the season.
Yeah, St. Pete, Barber, and then you go. What was the usual? St. Pete, Barber. It was always like four.
Long Beach.
Starts with a C.
Oh, Coda.
And ends with an O, or continues with an O.
So Coda.
C.
That's right.
O. T.
Okay, this is why I like the whole Texas Motor Speedway before Indy, right? And I've been saying this forever. Before or after, I don't care. But get an oval race before and or after the 500 to get people excited for the 500, to get them more excited in that a season actually exists. So a lot of people don't even know that a season exists beyond the 500.
I cannot accept that we only got one race at Coda.
I can accept.
We got one race in spring training this year.
This is a 1 year schedule. This will not stick. This is a schedule based off of what just went on. You know how many tracks are so hesitant to do anything right now because they don't know what's going on?
Well, I mean, NASCAR basically gutted Richmond from us. NASCAR took that from us.
Shocking. You know what I mean? But,
And then we lost Iowa and CODIS. We lost 3 tracks. Gained 1, which I'm actually really excited for.
not for nothing.
Yeah, but it's not a road course. It's not.
I know.
We needed more road courses, though.
No, we need more ovals.
Yeah, but now we need more. I mean,
Yeah,
Can't go back to Fontana.
No, well, yeah, no, that won't work.
It can be a short track.
It'd be a dirt track for a little while. Until they build the short track. It's going to be as big as Bristol. I just don't get it. Like, you could have put Bristol in the middle of Fontana and left it alone.
I think that's what they're trying to do is recreate.
No, they're
Bristol.
leveling the whole thing. They are. Yeah, they are bringing in the bulldozers and leveling it.
Awesome.
Starting from scratch. And we will not be there, so, get over it. Missy, what do you think about next year's schedule? What do you hate? What do you like?
there's only 3 ovals.
Okay, that's what you hate. What do you like? There's got to be something you like on it. I'm just saying, getting people excited for an oval IndyCar race before the big one.
I don't like. Well, yeah, but I don't like Texas. I don't like Texas before. Again, we seen what happens when Texas is before the 500.
We do?
Right? Wasn't it? Or was it after it this year?
Yeah.
It was after.
Well, yeah, technically this year the very first race of the year was Texas.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, this year you can't even.
It was a disaster.
This entire year's been a disaster for everything and everybody. I'm watching football with cheering and booing, and there's no one there. So move on. This year is just.
Hey, eventually soon you'll have fake crowd noise at the IndyCar race.
I just want to hear the cars is good enough.
This year hurt. Yeah, this year hurt.
So I'm saying this year and this schedule, this year, the season bred this schedule for even existing.
I mean,
it put everybody a year behind.
I don't like Texas where it's at.
I don't like Texas, period. Okay, because I don't like Eddie Gossage. So,
I don't like Texas where it's at. I don't know.
Where would you rather have it be? I would rather have it be like right after Indy, but whatever. Before Indy's fine.
I think it'd be. I don't know. I think it'd be better if they split up the 2 races, but
no, you can't drive back and forth to the same track twice in a year. That's logistically stupid. I mean, do you know how much it costs to transport men and people, material, all that? You're going to do it twice the same place? Why? I mean, Texas already made them do it once the one year because of their poor, maintenance of their own track. I've never seen a rain out happen to a race when it rained 17 hours before. I just don't think
Texas should be there. I think it should be after the 500 at the very least.
I agree with you.
Because again, they practice for a month for the 500 essentially, and we've seen what happens when they don't get that oval practice, even if it is just the 500 on Texas. Because Texas was a disaster this year. It was terrible. There were so many accidents, and it just wasn't a great. And for the rookies, that be their first oval. And you see what happened. I think Ryan has crashed out. Didn't they all crash out practically?
Well, no, that wasn't Ryan. That wasn't Ryan's fault. That was that other idiot's fault. He ran into the back of him. Remember?
I agree with Greg here. This is a recipe for Champ Car 2.0 or Formula 2 Americas. They keep losing ovals.
You got that right, Cam.
It's not going to be IndyCar anymore.
Look, there's plenty
no ovals.
There's plenty of ovals out there to choose from this season and next year.
Then why aren't we going to them?
Because nobody's been able to go and promote the sport and everything and make connections and all that good stuff and everything. I mean, Penske owns how many ovals himself?
I don't
think he really owns any tracks anymore. I think he got out of that because wasn't actually making money.
Point being is,
Money. He's 100% business.
The
Look,
thing that sets
Not making
IndyCar
money.
apart from the
Money
rest
doing it.
of these series is because of the 3 disciplines. And having 3 ovals on this stupid schedule is not.
my point being is this schedule is a result of what this year has been.
Yes,
So
I got that.
2022 will be completely different from what this
I
is.
hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
It better be.
I'm disappointed in this schedule. Is all I'll say.
I don't blame you.
Disappointed.
I'm disappointed in it too. Yes. Okay. So what would you like to come back then? Because I want to go back to Montague so bad, but I doubt we can.
Oh, what about? We'll probably never go back to that track either because I think
And-
Andretti screwed that up, right? Wasn't that their fault?
Who?
We're not going the Milwaukee Mile, right?
Milwaukee's a parking lot.
Yeah, they haven't torn it down yet. They've
They
torn
will.
down some of the grandstands, but they didn't tear down the whole thing yet. But yeah, and that track died because of poor
Management.
promotional, which was Andretti.
Which was Andretti. Yes.
As far as I remember, that was the last race Andretti Sports Marketing did.
Yeah, that race bankrupted them because they didn't pay. They didn't pay. Period.
I don't know. What other ovals are out? I mean, Richmond, obviously, we were going to go there, but that's out.
I think Pocono would be open to it.
Oh, I'm sure Pocono would be open to it.
Yeah. I think we should go back to Pocono. But you know what? Maybe it was IndyCar's tactic all along to leave Pocono.
What about Dover?
No, Dover, get out of my face. Stop. So think about it.
New
Yeah.
Hampshire?
After Justin and after Robbie, right? Pocono went bye-bye. And we're still in the same car. 2022, we're in a different car, safer car. We got the windscreen thing. Go back to Pocono now. It's safer now. Yes? Makes sense.
It does. I mean, Richmond would be good. New Hampshire would be good.
I would love to go back to New Hampshire. I mean, New Hampshire's got such a bum rap.
Yeah, sure.
Heck yeah. Best breakfast I ever had. Can't wait to go back.
You know, that came up on my Facebook timeline. Did you see that?
No, what the trolley car?
Yeah.
That was the best breakfast of my life. I still dream about it.
Yeah, I know. I tagged you in it and said, "Oh, the best breakfast of your life." How much you go on Facebook?
You're
I know.
shocked I didn't see it on
Yeah, I
Facebook.
know.
I don't go on Facebook. I have notifications turned off.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway. But I'm telling you, Jared, it's just like this trolley car in this little little valley, like in the middle of a neighborhood for no reason whatsoever. It should by no account should it be there. Like, oh, it's there and it's tasty. The plate is humongous. Oh, good God. All right, moving on. But yeah, I would say New Hampshire. Yes.
Yeah, there's plenty of oval options. I hope that more will come back. I want to feel optimistic that having Jimmy Johnson
Yeah,
in
I saw
the
that.
series will help push more ovals to the forefront. I know he's there because he wants to do the road courses, and that's really all he's doing. But he certainly can open doors for IndyCar to return to some of these tracks.
He's got connections.
He does, and it's exactly that.
That's
He
my point.
knows people.
And that's the problem with
His
this
apartment smells of rich mahogany. People know him. He's kind of a big
I don't know what that means. But yeah, my point being is
man.
My point being is the schedule looks like this is because there was no connections made this year because nobody went anywhere to make them.
Right? Yeah, you can't.
What do you mean? Roger Penske owned the series. He's got no connections.
It doesn't work that way.
Wait.
Do you know Penske?
Everybody knows Penske. He knows everyone.
Penske isn't going to reach
Himself?
out to people.
Yeah.
Like Nashville came to be because the people behind Nashville pushed so hard for it. They did all the work. Roger's not going to do the work for a new race.
No.
If we're going to get a new race, you have to come to him with the whole deal ready to go, saying we got all this promotion, got all this blah blah blah. All you guys got to do is show up. Roger isn't going to put a ton of effort trying to bring in new races until it gets to the point where the product has to get it or it's dead.
Look, IndyCar is in a weird spot to where
Crossroads, absolutely.
Well, see, tracks are coming to them now for the first time since they reunified. Really, Nashville is, for example, Laguna Seca, for example.
No, Nashville didn't come. I mean, that's Joseph Newgarden's doing.
No, that's partially Joseph Newgarden, but this was all the promoters. These guys have been wanting for years for IndyCar to come back, and have been putting together the proposal. I mean, one of the people on the
So is Vegas
of this group is one of the co-owners of the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, and the owner
using where the Titan Stadium is part of the track.
The same thing with the owner of the Raiders. She wants to have a road course with IndyCar come to Las Vegas and use, Regent Stadium.
Use part of the Death Star in the desert.
Yeah, which I hate.
Oh, I love that stadium. That thing looks awesome.
I hate Star Wars. So
well, it's because you're a loser, Frank.
No, because I've watched the last 3 movies, Jared.
Well, maybe you should
not
only watch the original trilogy. If you only watch the original trilogy and ignore all other Star Wars, it's okay.
Hey, you know what? The middle newest third one was decent. I'll give it that. When Anakin became Darth Vader, I liked that. That actually was good. The other
Vader, someday later.
The other 2 were garbage, but the last 3 are class A garbage. I fell asleep through what, miss? I fell asleep through the last 2, right?
Okay, I'm going back to the racing. Here's a great point by Greg. Chicagoland and Kentucky Speedway are closed, and they have
rich history, very rich history. Yep.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'd love to go to
Chicago. We have Michigan, we have Chicagoland, we have Kansas, we have. I mean,
Michigan would be a very boring race.
Yeah, but at least we would have an oval.
That's true.
Good win, and then we go back to Pocono in 2022, and Missy, the world is good again. Everything's right in the world. Dogs and cats stop sleeping together. Everything's good.
Well, speaking of sleeping, it's getting to be close to that time for me. So
yeah, I gotta go back to work. So yeah, but okay, bye.
No, but it's going to be oh, here we go. You gotta prove Missy wrong here. Ed Carpenter won at Kentucky.
Oh,
okay. And my point is, Ed Carpenter is no
oval specialist
until you win an Indianapolis 500. You cannot label yourself an Indy oval specialist of anything if you do not win the 500. And
preach. No,
polls do not count.
Preach, girl, preach.
He's not an oval specialist. I don't care.
That's right.
Elio Castroneves has more oval wins than he does. I mean, the list goes on. You're no oval specialist. Can't just label yourself an oval specialist.
You go, girl.
And on that note,
I don't know why.
At least I will be back tomorrow, 3:30 USA Network with the.
And I will be here with
race number 1. It'll probably just be me by myself, and that is fine with me.
I will try my best to be here.
It will not.
Frank Series there. Otherwise, me and legit IndyCar news guy will cover the race for us.
Sorry about that.
Yes, I will not be here. I will be working.
But Saturday we'll be all together.
Yep, and Saturday it sounds like the gang will be here watching the race on Wednesday or Saturday.
Yep, looking forward to it. I don't know. Me personally, I like the IMSB road course. I don't know why people.
I love it, and it's funny.
You hear that, Land? You hear it? I like it. You're wrong.
Oh, hi, Wilson.
Hey, there's Wilson. Meow, 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 meow. Yep. Before he gets shaved. Oh, he's like, yo, what's up? Error, scratching the mic.
Yeah, I'm actually excited because when I get to go do the Dallara simulator, I actually planned on doing the Indy road course as what I race.
No, what you should do is the 500 and say, now, Connor, do I?
No, see,
like
no,
stay on
if
the
I do the
track?
500, I'm only practicing restarts with him.
Like, yeah, Connor, should I stay on the track or should I go off a little
Yeah.
bit?
Like, yeah, should I run up my opponent's butt on a restart and then have to go into the grass, or should I just stick with the line because it's a 500-mile race?
I call this the concussion maker. No, that's too early. That's not right. Get well sooner, Ollie. That's what
Yes, get well soon, Ollie.
Yeah, he's close to the shoulder. So that was really a bit horrible. Not for nothing, I wasn't shocked when I heard it because I was like, how can he be fine after that? It's almost impossible.
It was a little rough.
Yeah, really, really rough.
But yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with some more Rovals. Send them down to Charlotte.
How about Daytona? Really stick it to
Everyone always says Daytona road course. Imagine if they had the on the Daytona they raced.
I love it. I would eat up every second of it. I'd be there.
Only if they did it a 24-hour IndyCar race or like an 8-hour race or something. It'd have to be at night. I want a 12-hour IndyCar race and then have it at. I want to see IndyCars at night
with no headlights or nothing.
No headlights. But the track is lit up. You just have to illuminate
I watch it every year. The track is just blazing. You can see everywhere. Even on the freaking banking, you can't see shit. And it'll be raining anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, did you watch Le Mans? Neither did I.
I did.
I watched an hour of it. It was so boring.
I actually fell asleep watching it and woke up and it was still on. I was like, "Hey, it's
yeah." And were the announcers still boring, droning on?
It was it was Motor Trend, which just did the simulcast of the British Skynet broadcast. So yeah, it was very monotone.
Motor Trend, you suck at picking people to talk over
They didn't do anything except simulcast the British feed.
They didn't talk about what was going on screen. I can tell you that.
I know, but it was a British feed.
Okay.
They did the equivalent of what ESPN does for Formula One.
Nothing.
All they did is simulcast someone else's broadcast.
The British are the dullest people on earth.
Oh, that's a bugger, mate. Why gotta talk like that?
I say the Australians. Anyway, I'm kidding.
Why gotta go bash me like that, mate? Why gotta go bash me? I can't have you bashing me like that.
Will, you're not Britain.
Absolutely no bashing at all. I can't have it.
Will's legit IndyCar news guy.
Oh, hey, mate. How's it going?
Missy and this.
Hi, Missy.
And on that note, you know that I know that nobody knows anything, but we're going to be at the Pumpkin Spice GP or Harvest GP, whatever they want to call it, this weekend.
Yep. The Pumpkin Pie GP.
Yeah,
see you there, guys.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, we will also be at New Jersey Motorsports Park next weekend with a ridiculous amount of live coverage. In fact, the objective is to set up shop somewhere at the track, and we're just gonna be streaming all day.
Heck yeah, it's gonna be awesome, and it's a beautiful track, Jared. Really,
I'm beyond excited.
Can't wait to have you come on over and spend the weekend with the Linkers in South Jersey. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, it will be.
In the new house.
Yep. All right.
Yep. Well, and on that note,
it was fun. See you guys back here next week.
Yes, we'll see you guys next week or tomorrow on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, all that.